Hey, welcome back. Today I have a very quick little redstone gadget that you can add to your base that takes advantage of the new feature in 1.13.1 and beyond that will allow furnaces to store up the experience that they accumulate while they're cooking things. And so from the front of it, it is your basic normal furnace setup where you have the hoppers that feed the item that needs to be cooked in from the top, you feed the fuel in from the side, and then anything that's cooked gets taken out the bottom. But in the back, I have some comparators which are taking a look at the hoppers that will be feeding either the items to be cooked or the fuel. And when either of those run out, the comparators will turn on, which will turn these torches off, which will then power the hopper underneath, which will make it so that these items won't keep flowing out. What that means is that when you run out of either fuel or the items that you're cooking, this thing will lock and save all the experience for you, which is great because making an experience farm at the beginning of a world can be kind of time consuming. And you're always going to have a furnace set up, so might as well make it one that saves your experience. So really quickly, I'll just show you how to do it. It's your basic furnace, as I was saying, and I forgot about how that works now. Your furnace array with the, as I was saying, the furnace getting fed from the side for the fuel, from the top for the items that you're cooking, and then the chests that feed them. And then in the back, you want to have a comparator checking out the contents of each of these, this hopper here. So you get a block to put that on. Da-da. And I always forget I'm in creative. I don't do creative very often, so sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I can fly. Flying's good. And then so the signal will get sent into these blocks, which will then power, basically invert the signal of the torches, turning them from on to off. And then a block here to pick up the redstone signal. You put a little dot of dust on top to pick up the signal from the torch. And then here you have the repeaters just basically carrying the signal across once it gets one. And we're done. That's it. Really easy, and it'll save up the experience. So let me just show you kind of how this works. If you have, of course, my bags are full of everything I don't need. That's not going to work. Let's see. Wood will work for that, and then cobblestone. Hey, I'm in creative. Look at that. I can do that. Feed some of this in here. And so as soon as these do have items in it, it turns these comparators on, which turns these torches off, leaving the hopper free, basically not powered, which will drain the items out as it cooks them. And you can see it go zoop. Yep, it gets cooked and then gets sent out of here. But as soon as I run out of stuff here, it'll start locking it. So that'll stay there now, and it'll just save up all the items that it is cooking until I come and empty it out. And that's really easy. One of the drawbacks is if you don't do this, once you run out of the items to be cooked or the fuel, basically that empties out and the furnace forgets about all the experience. And that is that. Done. Do you like it? Do you like it? Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Oh, and I've just been doing these videos for my daughters, but somehow somebody else found my channel, and it makes me realize that potentially others will too. So I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't say subscribe and like, and let me know who you are and how you found this video, because it's kind of interesting to me that some other people have found this channel, because I don't do any of the social media stuff or go into people's channels and say, hey, I started a thing. So anyway, welcome, and hope you enjoy.